Imagine waking up one morning to find the global superpower has changed. The US is no longer the center of gravity. Another nation now calls the shots. Sounds like a sci-fi movie, right? But with China's rise, that question, can the US be replaced, is no longer just a hypothetical. It's a real, pressing debate shaping the 21st century. For decades, the United States has dominated global politics, economics, and military power. Its influence stretches across continents, from Hollywood to Wall Street, from NATO to the UN Security Council. But in recent years, China's rapid rise has made many wonder, are we witnessing the beginning of a new global order? China's ambitions aren't subtle. Under President Xi Jinping, the country has launched grand initiatives like the Belt and Road Initiative, pumping billions into infrastructure projects across Asia, Africa, and Europe. This isn't just economic aid, it's strategy. It builds debt, influence, and dependence. When you fund highways in Kenya, ports in Sri Lanka, or railroads in Eastern Europe, you're not just building roads, you're building relationships. And China is doing it at scale. Meanwhile, China's tech giants, Huawei, TikTok, Alibaba, are spreading across the globe, challenging American tech supremacy. Chinese companies are now leading in 5G, artificial intelligence, and surveillance technologies. In fact, some African and South American governments now rely on Chinese tech to monitor their own citizens. The soft power game is changing, and China is playing it differently. Militarily, China is not just building, but modernizing fast. Its navy is now larger than that of the US in terms of number of ships. In the South China Sea, it's constructing artificial islands and militarizing them. It's also asserting claims over Taiwan, a potential flashpoint that could redefine global security. And then there's the yuan. China is pushing for its currency to become a global alternative to the US dollar. Countries like Russia and Iran are already trading in yuan to bypass Western sanctions. If more nations follow suit, the US dollar's dominance could weaken, a serious shift in global finance. But will all this be enough to truly replace the United States? The answer isn't simple. While China has immense economic power, a huge population, and a centralized government that allows long-term planning, it lacks many things the US thrives on: freedom of speech, global trust, soft power appeal, and a democratic system that, despite its flaws, encourages innovation and accountability. Much of the world still prefers to do business with the US, to study in its universities, and to adopt its cultural exports, from Netflix to Nike. People still line up for US visas, not Chinese ones. Influence isn't just about money or military might, it's about aspiration. Moreover, many countries are wary of China's authoritarianism. They've seen how China treats dissent at home, from the Hong Kong protests to the Uyghur camps. They wonder, if China leads the world, what values will define that world? So can the US be replaced? Possibly, but will it be replaced anytime soon? Unlikely. China may rise, but replacing the US isn't just about GDP or naval fleets. It's about shaping global values, ideas, and dreams. And that's a much harder war to win. If you found this breakdown insightful, hit that subscribe button, not just for more content, but to stay ahead in a rapidly changing world. Let's explore the future together.